Alright, let's see if we can't get this live stream started. Alright. I also love the fact this is called Alien Extermination. That's rather... I don't remember when this mod was made, so that's either a call forward or a call back to the Alien... Oh, it's Aliens Infestation, what am I saying? Actually, no, I take that back. Aliens Extermination is a game. Aliens Extermination, if I'm not mistaken, is a light gun arcade game. I think. It's something, I know it is. Yes, today we are of course playing the Duke Nukem 3D Aliens mod. I've played a number of these Aliens TCs for Doom. I haven't actually done that much Duke Nukem 3D modding, to be perfectly honest. But Duke Nukem 3D does have a fairly significant modding scene. Also, you gotta love that the theme for the game is the A-Team theme, MIDI, which I guess is somewhat fitting. Alright, so why don't we just start up the game. Now, there's several different episodes here. We're just going to start with Bug Hunt. We're not going to go through the entire game, obviously, because that would take far too long.
Morning, Marine. All we know is that there's still no contact with the colony. The xenomorph may be involved.
It may be involved. Maybe. You never know. It's actually a pretty well done mod. I played through a little bit of the first level just to get a feel for it. The xenomorphs look xenomorphy. They don't look quite as good as the xenomorphs in the Aliens TC for Doom. Although, actually, I forget which TC I played. One, I think, actually incorporates sprites from... I can't remember the game now. Alien... whatever the hell. Actually, I think that was one of the sprites, too. Yeah, it is. There we go. Mighty Boot. Hicks's Mighty Boot shall kick the crap out of the xenomorph. Well, I can't remember. Alien Trilogy. There we go. Finally. I really need, you know, ammo or something. Or something. Okay, that's pretty cool. We're using some of the Duke 3D Alien textures. I need ammo! Ammo. Give me ammo. Give me a shotgun or something. I do know that the Duke Nukem engine, the build engine, actually is a bit more advanced. This kid... Well, that... Oh, okay, that's pretty hilarious. The sprite's just spazzing out there. And that almost killed me. I should... Now, it's good to know that we have space colonies in December of 2007. I remember it well. It was mainly just due to the bad economy that they all shut down. Very sad. I can't dual wield... let's see, can you dual wield the kicks in this? I'm not... Yeah, we can't. He's literally just floating. It's still gonna kill me, though. Yeah, that did not end well. You know, unlike in AVP3, you can't just melee a xenomorph and expect that to work. Well, Duke Nukem 3D is a very good game. Duke Nukem 3D, you can buy it in so many different forms. This is just being run on eDuke 32. I think this is a GOG copy. I'm not entirely sure. It's just a copy of Duke Nukem that I've had on my hard drive for years. But I also have Duke Nukem the Megaton edition that was actually a fan donation. Duke Nukem, the Megaton edition isn't bad, actually. It's got all the stuff in there, and you can play it multiplayer fairly easily. But then, of course, there's Duke Nukem World Tour with its really, 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 really crappy sounds. It's sad that Duke Nukem just did not get a proper sequel. I still say, and still believe, that I'm almost out of ammo again. Are you joking? I might just have to give me some ammo. Fuck it. Give ammo. Assuming that cheat code works, and it does! I didn't want 500, but you know what? Fuck it. This is a live stream. I'm not playing it legitimate. I assume this is Shane Black's quarters. Get to work on fucking The Predator already. Let's see, I missed most of that. You know, I really do need to shave. I have not shaved in some time. Beat the Max Payne trilogy. Not bad. For the past weekend, I've been watching the Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles. I actually posted about that in the Discord room. A very good ending. Now that guy has some class. Let's see, what was I? The pistol is supposed to be a Glock. At least that's what the Internet Firearms Database will lead you to believe. I couldn't tell you. It's some sort of modern striker-fired kind of thing. Let's see. Control a mech other than Hawken and Titanfall? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those mech shooters. Mech Warrior is a very well-known series of mech games, although I've not really played them all that much. Holy crap! I guess he can shoot stuff. There's the December 2007 calendar. I remember it well. Whoa, what the hell? Where did I go just now? Oh, they jumped through there. I see. Very fancy modder. This mod was actually recommended to me by the guy who worked on it. He posted in the Discord chat and told me about it.
Like that.
Honestly, I thought he said black cat. Let's see. Yes, there is a pulse rifle, and I think I might have picked it up. No, I just got the smart gun. Also, I love the fact that the key card is the key card from I should say, Shadow Warrior. I wonder if this incorporates anything from Shadow Warrior other than that. Because that was one of my favorite build engine games. Also, you gotta love how the smart gun is pointing slightly off to the left. The bullets are the ones that's smart. That's actually smart. Alien Trilogy is not an easy game. I don't want to spoil what you also fight. They can open doors! They're as smart as velociraptors! I do not want to spoil what you also fight in 140k Space Marine. It shouldn't really come out of nowhere, but it can if you don't know too much about 40k. Okay, now I think we were actually going the right way the last time when I died. That is such a cheat, though. I did not mean to have to cheat, but like I need more than just the mighty boot to fight the fucking xenomorph. And they did incorporate the lead acid blood, the acid blood. And I like the Hick sprite, I really do. But he doesn't say anything when you click the mirror, which is kind of sad, but oh well. Okay, so I guess I can't pick up the grenades. If I had gone this way, I could have got those and just chucked them at the fucking xenomorphs, but I did not. The Tyranids do not show up in that particular game, sadly. Which kind of sucks, but yeah, what do you expect? 10mm caseless! You know, oh yeah, that's actually a dead body. That's one doomed Space Marine. But one of the things that's kind of funny is, like, 10mm has made a comeback recently, I think. Because I've definitely seen more people talking about 10mm than I have in the past. 10mm is not a bad round. It's the 40 short and weak is a short and weak version of it, and the 40 is a very good cartridge. I'll tell you that. What's the difference between a med kit and a biomed kit? Do I like Doom or Doom 2? I prefer Doom to Doom 2, although Doom 2 is not bad. Doom mod Colonial Marines. I don't think I've done a stream of that, or a Let's Play. And I have done a Let's Play of Maps of Chaos. Let's see, Gunsprite from AVP Classic. Which is weird. It's like, why do they point to the left? It's just exactly to the left. But 10mm caseless. Getting that caseless ammunition to work is not an easy prospect with heating problems.
Not me, man.
Well, that ended poorly. Did I save? No, I did not. Well, okay. Since this is a mod, you have to toggle between two different pulse rifles, one that shoots grenades and one that shoots bullets, and I did not toggle to the one that shoots bullets. But that means I won't cheat, so there's that. It's actually not a bad first level. It's not too confusing, and overall, it does what it needs to do. It actually introduces the player to the game fairly well. A lot of these Aliens mods always make it too dark and too convoluted. Crap, there's a lot of them in there. Eat Shadow Warrior grenade! This is straight from Shadow Warrior, except it doesn't have the spiky bits. Yeah, Fallout also liked the 10mm. The 10mm at one time was really, really popular. Even Doom had a 10mm. The Sig Cow, which was, I think, kind of hilarious. Okay, this is actually the grenades. You just switch to the bullets. Go ahead and save. Let's see, I'll check that. Yeah, blown up. Duke 64, I did a Let's Play of Duke 64. You do not get sonic electronic ball breakers, although those did show up in Colonial Marines. You know, I've heard that Doom was supposed to have been an Aliens game. I wonder if that's really true, or if that's just a myth that started back in the day and just everyone's kind of perpetuated it or not. So ultimately, good first level. I've definitely seen a lot of Aliens mods that just do not really work. I've seen a lot of level mods where they use a lot of level textures from the original game. This feels like an Aliens game. The only problem I really have with it is just the sprites pointing to the left and the really, really blue muzzle on the rifle. But other than that, it looks like it works pretty well. I definitely need to do a re-review or something on Alien Trilogy, though, because Alien Trilogy is much better than I gave it credit for. It was just at the time I thought it was kind of crap. But in all reality, you know, since there's so few Aliens games, you know, sometimes we just gotta take what we can get. Now, if I actually... Does it actually have that? Yeah, it does have one of those. I prefer a much cleaner HUD than that. Let's see. What's a game that you like that many others do not? I suppose a game that I like that a variety of people don't like is Predator Concrete Jungle. When it came out, the person at the game store was like, oh, it's just invisible pimps and hookers, even though there's one level with invisible gang members and one level with hookers, and that's it. They don't actually overlap. Let's see, let me get out my old pulse rifle. I've always loved the pulse rifle. One of these days, I'm going to... Jones became a person, a furry! But anyway, where was that? Eventually, I'm going to drop the $300 and actually buy the airsoft version, because it's just such a cool design, and it's very enduring. Although, by modern standards, it's actually kind of old-fashioned in many respects. Let's see, there's too many. Rocksteady could make a decent Concrete Jungle game. I would definitely go for a Predator game, I should say. Remake it. I don't foresee that we're gonna get another Quake game. For some reason, when it comes to Quake, they just stick with Quake 3. It's like, I did not have a problem with Quake 3, but I prefer the single-player Quake. Oh god, some kind of puzzle. Or not. Okay, that's armor. That's ammo. That's more health that I don't really need, but I'll take it anyway. What did that do? Okay, that must have opened up something. I like how sometimes the aliens sound like aliens, and then sometimes they sound like the invaders from Duke Nukem 3D. Okay, this is going to be a complex level, it looks like. Also, the Duke Nukem music is playing, so they didn't have custom music for that. I'm hoping The Predator will actually be halfway decent. We'll just have to see. It's hard to say if it's going to be any good. It's got Shane Black behind it. Maybe he will create a film worth watching. Okay, I need a yellow key card. Key card? We don't need no fucking key card. That, along with the ego up sound, is the only good thing that came from that. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Sub-level 3.
And I missed what the quote was. Well, I heard it was sub-level 3, so we're probably going there. Because that's what the little PDTs apparently are leading people to. AVP2 Final Fight. I keep forgetting that exists. I keep forgetting about that. I have it. Although it's in a box, and I'm not really sure what box it's in. Okay, let's save, since I am actually doing pretty good. I guess that's a game that apparently people hated. For some reason, I remember reading in a variety of wikis that people hated Primal Hunt, although I have no idea why. Primal Hunt was fine. I mean, it was perfectly adequate in terms of an expansion pack. And it's one of those games that's like, who said there weren't female characters in games? You play as Dunya during the mercenary camp, the human campaign, where you play one of the Iron Bear's mercenaries. Let's see. Those really cross between Aliens and Evil Dead 2. I guess that kind of works. The aliens are a little weak, but yeah, it works. The Dark Souls remaster, you know, I would like to say no, but at the same time, yes, I am. It's like, it's just another remaster, you know? It's like, remasters are so overdone these days. Remasters, remakes, remasters are kind of lazy in many instances. Just because it's the same game again, but with better graphics.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I didn't come through. I guess I did come through here. Okay, so where is that yellow key card? I think I picked it up in the previous playthrough before I blew myself up. You know, 41A pulse rifle. Oh yeah, the pulse rifle is kind of old-fashioned by modern standards. It just go, ooh, that was really cool. Destructible objects. That's one thing about the that's one thing about the build engine that I love. Fucking asshole. There's a red key card. Now, where is the yellow key card? It's a really nice first level. I really do like that. Also, I love how, look at the size that, either you play it, go away, Xenomorph. I'm trying to explain how big these things are. Okay, either we are playing somebody who's really, really short, or those are absolutely massive vending machines. Smashy, smashy. But the pulse rifle doesn't have an optic on it. It's only chambered in 10mm, you know. It's very much an 80s design. And the sights on the pulse rifle really don't look that good. I'm a much bigger fan of optics. Also, you gotta love how... Well, I guess he must be short to fit through here, that's for sure. A secret, please. And we get some armor. Still need a yellow key card. Because I haven't found the red door. Okay, we got the red door. And it wasn't painted black. Never painted black. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's here. The level architecture for this is actually pretty good. Okay, yeah, yellow access. Is there a red door in here? Yeah, it really is kind of funny how the remasters really are just the same game again. It's annoying, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't gonna get the remaster. Okay, what did this open? Because I heard the door open sound. Okay, they opened up that door, but where is that? Well, it opened up somewhere. I can assume that's where the yellow keycard is. I better save. Just to be on the safe side. But, you know, it's like, it'd be nice if there was a Dark Souls 4. Or how about, instead of a remaster of Dark Souls 1, which you can already do with mods, how about they release Bloodborne on PC so people who don't have a PS4 can play it? Whatever next. The one console that really is getting the attention it rightfully deserves is, of course, the Nintendo Switch, which I'm very happy to see is getting very popular, because that's, you plug in game and game work. It's like you'd think this would be an easy enough thing to understand, but modern day consoles just don't let you do that. Okay, we've already been in the crew quarters. I think I know what door that might have opened. I think. The one thing this game gets a little wrong is the pistol is also chambered. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind. Okay, the pistol is not chambered in 10mm. Here's something that's kind of funny, though. The Colonial Marine pistol is supposed to be chambered in 9mm and is basically a 1911 design. I actually have that exact pistol. The Star Model B M is exactly like that. It's a 9mm pistol. Looks like the 1911. Although I would be very surprised if in the future... Okay, that's the armory. That's not the exit. So where is the exit? Okay, that must have opened some door somewhere. And that doesn't help. But that's one thing that's always kind of funny about TV shows. Like Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles. They have pistols, right? But they're all 9mm. You would think they would pick something a little more powerful since they're fighting, you know, robots. The 9mm isn't a bad round, but against, you know, an 8-foot tall, well, not even 8 foot tall, a cyborg in general, you'd want something a little more powerful. Alright, let us see if we cannot figure out where that door is that opened up. I don't think it's going to be inside there. Okay, this will go up here, and maybe we'll see something. I don't think... okay, it's not going to be in the crew quarters then. It's still worth a look, I suppose. Skipping FPS. You know, I've not played Tribes. I've seen it. But I just have never really had that much of a desire to play it all that much. That's the interesting thing about the 80s. You know, the Wonder 9 was just starting to really come into its own. The idea of optics hadn't yet really permeated, you know, like any culture at all. Like, it's funny to see that the pulse rifle, you know, it's all modern, but it has no optic. The modern day military rifle, there's the yellow key card. But the modern day military rifle has to have some kind of optic on it. I mean, even my AR has an optic on it. But at this time, you know, it just was the standard iron sights. And really, you know, that's the one thing about the 9mm. The 9mm is a very cost-effective round and weight-saving round. Although, once again, I still prefer the 40 because it's not that much heavier. Yeah, it looks like I got plenty in. Ooh! Flamethrower? Oh, how... okay, it's just a picture. It's just... fucking xenomorph. It's just a picture. That's it. I can't even... there's nothing to pick up. So the question is, where's the exit? Fucking xenomorph. I'm trying to... oh, what is that gun? What is that? Oh, that's a Quake 2 machine gun. I can't get the foot... okay, so it's literally just a pic... no, it's... I guess it's implied that it's in there, but you can't get to it. Let's see, wait a minute. Maybe I can, like, blow... I know I can't blow my way in there, but let's try it anyway. Okay, come on. There it is. Nope. Oh, well. Okay, I already came through there. Maybe this is the exit? Okay, now we just gotta find the exit. I must have found it at some point, since I got to the second level. Now, let's see. Skiing, what do you thought of the idea? Splinter Cell, Conviction. I still need to play all the Splinter Cell games. I just haven't had a chance to really get into them recently. Legacy of Kain. I know they exist, but I've never played them. Cold. Very cold. It is a very, very cold day. That must be the exit, but where is that? Problem is, like, I never could tell where I am. Fucking Xenomorph. They do get the quiet aspect of the Xenomorph right. Because they can literally just sneak up on you. Where is that? Okay, where am I? Okay, so if I'm in here, the implication would be that... going on this way. Yeah. Okay, that's just a wall. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I can see. It's time to look at the map. Okay, that's got to be the crew quarters, which we don't need to go through, because we've already been through there. The only thing I can think of is... maybe it's over here? This is the only area that I would think would be the exit. But it's not opening. So... there must be a switch I hit somewhere. I've already been in here. Apparently not. Evidently not. Okay. Does the chat have anything to say? Paradox games. I've played, assuming that's Paradox, and I think it is, Star Wars Empire of War. That is one that I have played a great deal, actually. Amber Alert due to a snowstorm. Well, that's random. God damn it. Eventually I need to get this chair either fixed or replaced. Let's see. Pariah. I've never heard of that either. I've never heard of it, never played it, never did it. So wait, an Amber Alert in the UK is a snowstorm, whereas an Amber Alert over here is where there's a kidnapped kid. So, yeah, that's random. Of course, I always had a problem with some of the names they have for these alerts that they like to put out. Or, one of the problems with these alerts is they'll send them out at places that are really, really far from one another. Like, you'll sometimes get an Amber Alert for something that happened in San Antonio. San Antonio is like 3 hours away. It's like, by the time you knew there was something going on, you would literally be too late to do anything about it. Or like, one alert they have, at least here, that I find really, really insulting is the silver alert. where it's for, like, missing elderly people. It's like, come on, seriously, a silver alert. Let's see. Total War. I have played Rome Total War, and I own a physical copy, and a copy on Steam as well. So, yeah. Rome Total War isn't bad, I just never got into it. I own a lot of those Total War games, although I haven't played many of them. Well, I say I haven't played many of them. I haven't played them very much. Like, Medieval Total War, like, I played that for like 5 minutes, never really got into it. Okay, this is leading me nowhere. Okay, so this... Well, where is the exit? There's got to be just something I'm missing. I must just be, like, walking right by it like an idiot. It's one of those things, you can see yourself making mistakes when you're not playing the game. Okay, it can't be in here. Okay, what is over here? There's that. This leads over here. No, 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 no. This leads right back to here. Yeah. That's gotta be the exit, or if not... That leads to nowhere. That also leads to nowhere. Okay, there's gotta be something I'm missing here. And all the way back to the front of the... Or at the beginning of the level. Okay, nothing over there. Crew quarters, we've already explored those. Over here, maybe? Now it goes right back to the control center. Maybe it's on the second level. And I'm just not seeing it. That's the problem. The xenomorphs literally just kind of spawn in, so it's hard to say where they're spawning into. Okay, that goes right back to there. And... I might have just come back. And this goes right back to the crew quarters. Now, if I haven't figured out my way... I haven't found the way in a few seconds, I'm just going to skip to another... I'm not going to skip to another level, I'll just skip to another... episode entirely, because I'm not seeing where to go. I'm not seeing where that open door is. I'll go back to the surveillance and see what I can find. Maybe I'll figure it out the second time I look at it, or the millionth time is the charm. Okay, this doesn't do anything, as I figured. This goes right back to where we started. This leads to nowhere. And barely had anything in here worth getting anyway. So, the only thing I can think of is this has to point the way somehow. Alright, so there's the mess hall. That's, I think, the second floor. That's crew quarters. And that's where we are. So that tells me nothing. That's somewhere. But where that is, I couldn't tell you. Aliens Infestation, you know, that game takes a little while to beat, but it definitely is a great deal of fun, though. All around. Well, I guess that does make sense for those alerts, but still, though, it's like, it's still 3 hours away, though. Just don't know if you'd actually be able to figure it out. You know, that's one of the problems with DS games, or handheld games in general. You know, very seldom will they actually receive reports of something that you want to play it on. Although, Resident Evil did get that port. Resident Evil Revelations did get that kind of port, so there's that. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe this? No, that's that. About 2 seconds of saying, fuck it. 3, 2, 1. Actually, no, I wanna see if I was right about that door. This door right here. Okay, and apparently it's not accepting my, Okay, now, is it now? No! Well, that's weird. It won't accept my keyboard commands. Well, isn't that wonderful? Nah, fuck it. We will just go ahead and go to USS Auslander. It's a random name. And hello, Dementium 2. Well, you know, that's the funny thing about the Switch. Oh, crap. And there was some dialogue from Alien Resurrection. Alien Resurrection. That's a movie that I like that a lot of people don't. I still say it's better than that absolutely abhorrent Alien 3. I do not know why people still like Alien 3. There is literally nothing good about Alien 3 in my opinion. It's boring. The characters aren't... The movie itself is dull, slowly paced, and the characters are utterly forgettable. This is going to be another one of those levels where I'm not going to be able to figure out where to go. I don't know how I figured out where to go the first time. I'll just use my fucking photon torpedo launcher. That's what it sounds like. Okay, and, of course, I don't have any bullets whatsoever. 9mm. Great. I need 10mm, goddammit. Please give me a barrel insert. I think this is... Yeah, it just uses the same Duke Nukem music. Wait a minute, is that a Marine that's actually alive? But he can't move. He's paralyzed. He's literally been turned into a statue by a Medusa alien. Can you face-hug a Medusa? That's the question. How can Alien 3 be in any way, shape, or form better than Alien Resurrection? That's just impossible. Alien Resurrection at least has stuff going on in it. And Ron Perlman. Man. Escape pod number 1. Now here's an interesting fact. Oh, man. The door sound in Alien, in both, I think Aliens? No, it's not the door sound, actually. It's the power loader sounds in Aliens actually come from... Now that's kind of cool. They were able to get the dropship looking more or less accurate, despite being blown to pieces. And the APC looks decent enough. I mean, yeah, it's aged, but that's to be expected since this is the Duke engine. Okay, I could really use some ammo right about now, and of course I need a bloody key card. Now, I like the fact... And I'm completely out of ammo, and there's xenomorphs everywhere. I'm just gonna, like, run. Okay, nothing in there, nothing in there. Run. And of course I can't get through there. Mighty Boot will see me through. Okay, is there any ammo over here? Of course not. Anything over here? Holy crap, that's a lot of xenomorphs. Come on. Oh, that's a lot of fucking eggs. You know, it would be nice if I had something to fight back with other than my foot. That would be pleasant, you know. At least they got the facehuggers right too, even if they are a little bit gelatinous. Yes, Aliens Foot Edition. Now I guess we got a foot fetish. And believe me, there we go, finally. Let's rock. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me save. I'll check the chat. Yeah, I remember reading that apparently somebody complained about the dual analog control. And I actually own a copy of SNES Doom. And thank you, Bong264. Most appreciated. Let's see, shotgun at SNES Doom. Yeah, I also heard that as well. But hey, you know, it could be said that in SNES Doom, the shotgun is shooting slugs rather than buckshot. And it would work much the same way. Because I'm able to get accuracy out of an 18... I'm actually able to get decent accuracy out of an 18-inch barrel with rifled slugs. I was able to get pretty good accuracy at 50 yards with that Mossberg with rifled slugs. So, it could work. But I don't think they were thinking about that when they were programming that. SNES Doom is not too bad. I actually kind of like it. And I still kind of... I didn't actually finish it entirely on the SNES, but I did play it a bit. Let's see, how to get out of here? How do I get out of here? Okay, well, I just rammed my face right into the bloody force field there. Okay, go up. But did that make me go up? I am confused as to what's happening. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, I can't just...
Where is it?
Okay, so the ladder does not work. Crap. Remember the absolutely excellent mod AVP Redux introduces ladders? They actually work, but... Let's see, do I have to kill the babe to get to, like, a switch? I hope not. Fuck it. Oh, wait, maybe I have to, like, blow that up? Yeah, there we go. Aha! Does it actually do any... Oh, I bet that destroys the... shuts down the, force field. Let's check. Well, most appreciated. I'm glad I'm that good. Next door's spin-off should be a film. Jar Jar Binks. How could you like Colonial Marine? How... Colonial Marines is... Colonial Marines is just annoying. Well, you know what? If you like it for the gameplay, as in you get the mod that fixes the gameplay, it still doesn't accept my keyboard commands. I do not know what happened. I do not know why that stopped working. Let me check one thing real quick. Make sure that's not doing what I think it is. It shouldn't be, but it might be. Yeah, it is. Well, for some reason, whenever I do any live streams on this thing, Waterfox does not like that. Let's see, that should fix it in theory. It shouldn't cause any problems with the overall stream, though. Oh, fine. And there was nothing back there anyway. I'm a monster! Let's see. Fire pulse from local aliens. Well, I had really hoped that the Colonial Marines game would actually be a legitimate sequel to Aliens, but it wasn't. It was in fact much worse than Alien 3. Okay, I guess I'm just not gonna be able to figure out a way to go around here in this particular game, it would seem, which really sucks. And I'm going to sneeze, which also sucks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a man sneezing. Okay, I'm lost yet again. Let's try the next episode. Homeworld.
Ready to get it on.
Because I just can't figure anything out that in this particular stream, it would seem. Okay, so I assume in the previous episode we crashed, because the alien bastards love to shoot up rides for whatever reason. Now, this is an interesting level. It's a very wide open one, which I can always approve of. So far, I can say the levels aren't bad, but it does fall into the same old... It falls into the category of levels that they're not bad, but I don't like them because I can't figure out where to go. It's where you've really got to hunt for that exit, which, you know, having to try is not a bad thing, but it's like if you have to really focus and pay attention to finish level 1, it annoys me. It truly does. That is a shitload of xenomorphs. And also, I don't like it when a level starts up and you have absolutely no ammo whatsoever. That's a lot of them. Let's try to get them to get into an entire... And one last one. Let's see, is there any kind of weapons over here? No. Some kind of a rock. No, at least I got a pistol. That'll be better than nothing. These are the exploding ones. Now, you get a quote every time you kill something, but then sometimes Duke randomly shows up, so I guess we're playing as Colonial Marine Duke. It's not bad for your ears. That's just medical quackery. EA got the Aliens license. Do not say that. Turn in your nerd card. I can just picture it's like extra Alien DLC or Bullet DLC. You want the original pulse rifle? Well, that's another $10. This is more of a hive level. I wonder if each one of these is just like one level long. I don't know, maybe not. But I hate it when level 1 you just can't find the goddamn exit. It just pisses me off. Like already, I don't know where to really go. Super season pass. Ugh. Season passes. You know, that's another thing about modern gaming that annoys me. Just release the finished game already. I mean, like, save extra content for an expansion pack. It seems I'm shrinking again. It's like, whatever happened to just releasing a finished game? Not trying to literally just milk the consumer for every bloody penny. It's like pulling goddamn teeth. And of course the armory's locked. Because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Okay, the level design is great. It's just it's a little annoying to not be able to figure out where to go particularly easily. It is not something I enjoy. It's just like now where do I go? What do I do here? Do I have to leave? Or do I have to just click on everything imaginable to figure out what to do? Just run around just holding the E button? It is most annoying indeed. Okay, let me see. That's still gonna do that. E-Duke 32 is using way more processing power than it deserves. Scroll down there. Let's see. And bring it back up. AVP 2 is sadly long since forgotten. It's at least you can easily find it in certain locations on the internet, so it doesn't really matter. Now that's I would still like to have another AVP game, just one that's done, you know, not like a modern game. Just imagine if EA did that. USS Britannia. British. This is America. If EA got their hands on that bloody game, it'd be some sort of the campaign would be like an hour long. Yeah, it's a hexen one. Except it's not destructible. Okay, like seriously, where do I go? I can't get out of here. Or can I? Yeah, I guess I can. Looked like I couldn't get out of there. It's like I like levels that are just a little more directed. Open-ended is fine and all, but it has the problem with getting really... it's one of those where it sounds good on paper, but you end up... I completely circled around like an idiot. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, you know, it's like... games that are a little too convoluted, at least for me, end up not getting finished. Like this particular mod. I get the feeling like this is not one that I would actually play all the way through, just because low ammo availability, and it's just when I open a door, when I come to a door, I'd like to be, oh well, never mind. We were able to finish the level. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? VR chat. Duke Nukem, The Dark Descent. 11mm. Shoots 11mm Gra. It's a bit classic, but hey, you know what? It works. Not the babes! Not the babes! That's the one good thing about the Nintendo version. You can actually save the babes. Like, it seems like such a simple concept, but oh well. He's just able to finish one goddamn level. Which is very good. Let's see. Midway. You know, Midway that was a sad company to lose. They were very good at making games that were not exactly normal. And of course, Mortal Kombat. Actually, which you could say is not entirely normal either. It very much is a. They're very good at making a cheesier style of game that actually had some self-awareness to it. I even like some of the latter-day Mortal Kombats, like Deception and, is this a secret? No, it's not. Like Deception and, Armageddon. That Creative Fighter was really quite cool. Oh man, you know if they did Creative Fighter today, that would all be DLC. Everything in there would be DLC. Every outfit, every hat, every move set would be DLC. Not one bit of it could have been would be able to be unlocked in the actual game. You know, or like they had some interesting concepts in those latter-day Mortal Kombats. The Crypt was kind of cool, where you had to like do various things in like the actual fighting campaigns. Yeah. Well, that was a short one. Yeah, it's a new record. And yeah, pre-ordering is kind of silly. Mortal Kombat 9, I still need to play it. I still need to play that bloody thing. I just haven't really cared to. Okay, I want to go back to Bug Hunt. I want to try to finish that first level. Actually, I don't even need to do this. I'll just go back to the... No, I saved... I overrode that fucking save. God damn it. Well, I want to try to beat this again. I want to give up. I do not want it to defeat me. Hey, there's actually... Wow, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Why did I not just walk in here? Oh, you can't grab it? Wow. There's ammunition in the APC? What? Truly, I am the greatest gamer that ever lived. That guy who got all those points in Donkey Kong has nothing on me. Well, I can say that the flamethrower is not that impressive. But you know what? I'm glad that it's here anyway. Wow, if I actually just walk 2 steps whatever. I blame streaming. You know, I've not played Shaolin Monks. I really should at some point. Duke Nukem versus Serious Sam. Well, you know what? I'd rather just see them team up to fight some sort of greater threat. Because it's like, they should have an equal power level in some instances. That's the problem with a lot of those versus debates. Unless the heroes are really, really, really stupid, they shouldn't fight each other at all. It's like, they're not insane. It's like, oh, you're not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy. Why don't we team up? No, let's kill each other because, Rider's Fiat, right? Let's see. That's gotta be from, Alien Trilogy. Also, red blood. Oh, I think that's my blood. It made me bleed my own blood. Duke and Doom. I think there is a mod that does that. There's, at the very least, a voice pack that adds the Duke lines to that particular game.
Where is it?
There's Duke already. Alright, let us see. Big problem is some of these corridors just seem like they repeat. I'd love to know why I can't have any keyboard controls. Doesn't make any sense. It does not make sense. And the Chewbacca defense also doesn't make sense because Chewbacca doesn't live on Endor. He never did live on Endor. Why anyone would assume he did, I couldn't say. It's from fucking Kashyyyk. Yeah, I didn't notice this before. Okay, that was completely unhelpful. Okay, well, how do I get back? How do I get down there? I'm gonna be paying attention here, and I'm gonna see. Okay, do I get down there just by jumping down like that? At least I have a rifle to shoot the bloody things with. Okay, so did I go this way? Is this even a door? Yeah, it is a door. Okay, that's. And this just leads right back to here. Okay, so that was entirely pointless. Let's see, hold on. This leads back down to here. And this leads up to here. Alright, so that's completely unhelpful. But at least I have the blue key card, which will allow me to do the same thing I already did, but again. And this opens that same door that I can't find. So it's completely unhelpful. Do I still dislike games where you play antagonistic characters? I haven't played one in a while, so I couldn't tell you. Oh yeah, that Chewbacca song. I've heard that. It's literally just repeating the word, repeating his name over and over again and saying that he's a Wookiee. Brilliant songwriting! I mean, it brought a tear to my eye, you know. Okay, so that door isn't open. Whatever door that is. Some of those novelty songs are lacking in novelty.
Found them. Over at the processing station. Sub-level 3.
Well, where's sub-level 3? It's in Alameda. Where's that? It's in America. Well, where's that on Earth? Where's Earth? The solar system. The Milky Way galaxy. They just never can get specific enough.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this leads right back to here. Which is completely unhelpful. Well, at least we were able to finish a couple levels, which is always good. I think I'm only going to stream for about an hour, because this is in the middle of the week. and I don't really want to go for 3 hours. Okay, this goes right back to the mess hall. The level design is good, but it does get unnecessarily obtuse. That's my review of this particular thing. It's not... It's... Linearity is bad in some instances, but sometimes it keeps the level from going on over long and thus becoming stale. That's always a problem that some of these have. Let's see. Chewbacca cosplayer at a furry convention. Well, I mean, I guess it could work. Microsoft Edge. I'm not going to use Chrome, because fuck the Googlog. And not literally either. Cello Wars. Alright, now where in the hell... Okay, this is not the... This still isn't the door. This is a different door. Where the hell is that fucking door? Now I just have to fucking hit the E key while grinding against a wall. Not only would that look really weird, well, it wouldn't just look weird, it would be weird. Okay, that's fuel. Fuel for my power! Is there anything up here to see? No. So there's nothing there. Oh, that thing can actually jump. Okay, I gotta find the red keycard at some point. Okay, is this a map of where we're at? It could just be something really obvious that I'm missing because I'm paying attention to the talking and looking over at the chat. Matrix games. I've not played any, like, at all, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other. I also want to know why I won't read my keyboard. This is weird. The whole computer is exploding before my eyes. Technical problems. It wouldn't be a stream without them. Alright, so nothing over here. This is just going to be right back to where we started. So this can't be... So this is a sub-level kind of thing. But I have no idea how to open it. Because I can't find the switch to open it. I've already opened another door, but I can't find the door. That's what it is. Haha! There we go. It's like I can play video games. Whatever next? Okay, do I have... What key do I have? I must not have picked up the red key card. Oh god, now I gotta find the goddamn red key card. Ugh. Where was that? I think that was in crew quarters. Okay, I take it back. These levels are fine. It's just me not paying attention. It's my own fault. I will freely admit that. Although apparently the smart gun is actually a set-dressed MG34, which must be very, very, very heavy or made out of nice lightweight materials. Expanded universe alien type. Oh, that's not an easy question to answer. Trying to think. Let's see. There's a number to choose from. I'm not going to just be boring and say the Praetorian, although that is a cool one, although it's basically just the Queen, but slightly smaller. That's a good question. I haven't really thought about that. I will have to get back to you on that whilst my brain processes that particular question. Kind of like the Xenoborg. That was actually kind of a cool one. Just because it's a Xenomorph with a laser cannon strapped to his head. Well, it's technically not strapped to his head, but still. It's still a silly design, though. It's like, okay, wait a minute. You got, like, just basically a mobile weapons platform. Like, couldn't you just use literally anything other than that? Alright, maybe I have the red key card? Okay, I found it, so it must still be here somewhere. Must be able to find it again. Okay, so blew open the hole in the door. We don't want to go in here. Go back up here. Maybe it's in here? Maybe I missed it again? Yeah, there it is. Aha! Alright. Then we just gotta go back in here. Activate that. I'll check the chat. Yeah. Well, you know, that's kind of what it looked like. It looked like it was an assimilated xenomorph. Archives? Oh god, that's just painful. That literally makes my brain want to explode. Archives. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Where in the name Via's Mirror was that? Okay, that was... Is that in here? Okay, now I gotta go back to where I was. In the vein... Oh, get down there! Okay, it was not in there. Okay, I blew up in the hole in the wall. Is it over here? Is it outside of this? Now we're gonna find that door again. Okay, that isn't it. So it's gonna have to be someplace. Okay, it's not gonna be over here either.
Like that.
That's the only problem, though. All this stuff looks the same, so it's not easy to find your way back. That's just terrible. I'm not even gonna repeat that. That's just awfully hilarious. Now wait a minute, if I was a proper YouTuber, I'd be like, that is offensive. That is not only, it's just sexist, and I will not laugh. But then I'd have to change my name to Total Biscuit. I mean, never mind, that's... Can't say that. Okay, there's the hole in the wall. And finally, we found the goddamn door. It's because I didn't see that fucking crack in the wall. The Kraken. Let's see, has it been an hour yet? Yeah, I'll try to do one more. Xenomorph, Hell Knight, or Baron of Hell? That's a good question. I think the Baron of Hell will be able to take the Xenomorph. The Xenomorph isn't that powerful. I've played 1 or 2 homebrew Dreamcast games. Oh god, that's even worse. That's also painful. I played a couple of homebrew Dreamcast games and ports, and we've got table tennis, ladies and gentlemen, that I suck at. I suck at just about every sport except for shooting, which I'm actually pretty good at. Which, if ever the fucking weather will cooperate, I will finally do a video or actually do a shooting competition, because there's one in Houston that I've wanted to go to for some time. They have it every month. It's a pistol shooting competition. I'd love to go to it, but the weather has not been cooperative. It's either a fucking flood. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool level here. It's nice, it's big, and if I actually pay attention and see the, you know, crack in the wall, I might be able to just blow it open and keep going. Yeah. Valve control. You know, if I can just control Valve through this, can I just get Half-Life 3 out, or at least Half-Life 2 Episode 3? There's Half-Life 2 Episode 3, ladies and gentlemen. Check Steam. Seriously though, how hard is it to make a goddamn boat level? I mean, come on, it's a boat level. You should be able to make that in your sleep. Just make it and finish the fucking game already. But anyway, no boat level. They hunger, huh? I mean, you know, Half-Life 3. How hard would that have been to make? I just do not understand the mindset at Valve. I mean, come on. You know it would sell. Instead, we get to hear about, you know, like, Left 4 Dead 3, even though Left 4 Dead 2 is still extremely popular. I mean, Left 4 Dead 2, I don't think is lacking in popularity these days, just because it has aged remarkably well. But, oh well. Yeah, it's like, how... And then Left 4 Dead 3, you know... the Pump Room, one of my favorites. I guess that's also sexist now, too. Just remember, everything is sexist. Okay, so what did that do, though? What did that turn on? There's the emergency access, which doesn't work. Yeah, the build engine is actually quite impressive. I spoke too soon when I started playing this. I was condemning it much too fast. Okay, so I guess I did something somewhere, so I guess we can leave here. I guess. Now, why you'd have the pump access room off the tennis court, I'm not entirely sure what... It's using some Spencer Mansion level logic there, but, you know, these are evil corporations. They don't hire architects, they just hire insane people. Hey, at least they're equal opportunity.
Where is it?
Okay, so there's nothing there. So I guess the only place to go is in the table. This is not even table tennis, this is regular tennis. The regular tennis room. Okay, I can't shoot through there. Okay, that helped. Not at all. Slender Man movie. Oh, I can see why. I don't know if that Slender Man movie is going to be any good. You know, it's interesting that they're actually making a movie based on Slender Man, though. I mean, that is a really old meme / creepypasta thing, you know. I hate to say it's really old because I was into it when it came out. I like the game just because the people I knew at the time were really scared by it, which that game isn't that scary. It's more the idea of it being scary than the actual horror aspect. Okay, so maybe the emergency access here works, but I can't. Okay, no. We just have the random moaning of Bill Paxton, which I really don't need in my ears right now. There must be a door I missed up here. Somewhere. Okay. Oh, there it is. Access tunnel. Wow. I should have known. I missed something. Oh, that door is just moving really, really, really slow. And see it. Creepypasta. I never really cared about creepypasta that much. I just never really have been that big of a horror fan. I've not played Doki Doki, unless you're talking about that Doki Doki Panic game that was Super Mario Brothers 2. See, and that is... Warning, power off. It's funny just how a lot of those memes just come and go, like, almost on a month-to-month basis. But, you know, that's one of the aspects of modern media where people have very, very short attention spans. Okay, so there might be an explodey thing in here I need to find. Oh, well, at least I didn't blow myself up. Okay, so that's not it. Blow it all up. Blow it all up. Blow it all up. No, that didn't help. There's gotta be something in here. Alright, just grind on the wall till something moves. Okay, so that does nothing. Anything in here? No, I'm not seeing anything. So, that would mean that whatever we want is back somewhere. 10 lifetimes, that's a lot. I didn't see the joke, because I can only see the chat so often. I've read the SCPs. I've really enjoyed those. I found those to be legitimately creepy. You know, I played Brutal Doom 64 a little bit, but I just didn't get into it as much as just base Brutal Doom. Okay, so there was nothing in that room. I didn't see anything. Okay, so I can't shoot that. That doesn't do anything. Okay, let's go back up and see if there is if that opened up anything at the top floor, and the answer is probably not. Let's see, and that there's nothing. Okay, there's probably still nothing in here. Nope, nothing up here. Yeah, so what exactly am I missing? Just blowing it all up didn't help. Yeah, that'd be nice if it did. Nothing over there. And I highly doubt there's anything left in here, so it's gotta all be down this way. And since that's the case, what am I missing? Yeah, there's no power... There's nothing to turn the power on with. Just get to hear the moaning of Bill Paxton. May he rest in peace. That's just a light. 1.0. I still like Predator 2. I like it more now than I did for a while. Star Trek and Star Wars are too different from one another to really be directly compared to one another. It's like comparing a shotgun to a rifle. They both do different things. Star Trek... Now, there's different aspects you can compare now that I think of it. You can compare, like... Actually, no, I wouldn't even say that. It's like you can't really compare just which one you personally like more. Like, Star Trek really does good with its TV shows, but the Star Trek games, by and large, aren't very good. There's a few good ones. The Starfleet Command games are pretty good. Oh, God, there's some kind of puzzle, I bet. I guess. Starfleet Command games are pretty good, but most of the Star Trek games aren't very good. Okay, so that closed that door, so I don't need to... So that's not what I need to do. But the Star Trek movies, there's a few good Star Trek movies, but not many. The Star Trek books aren't bad. But the big problem with Star Trek books is there's so many different writers that some of them are no talented hacks. Oh yeah, Elite Force. I forgot about that. Elite Force isn't bad. When it comes to Star Wars, though, the EU is much better than the Star Trek EU. The Star Wars games are much better than the Star Trek games. I mean, a lot of the Star Trek games, they're good, but the Star Wars games are much better because in many instances they're good games just in general. Whereas the Star Trek games, you just would say, like, well, they're good Star Trek games. And it's the Star Wars EU had so many talented writers behind it, and it really weaved a coherent universe that was really... Oh, damn it.
Where is it?
Well, I fucked that up, didn't I? 'Cause I bet I can't get back in there. Not that there was anything for me to do in there. Because that leads back out to there. This is just level 2, people. Yep, I can't get back in there. I'm screwed when it comes to that. And I did something with the water. You don't want to... Shit. Okay, you know, it doesn't matter. I saved.
Like that.
Sanitarium. Leave me be. Auto turret scene for the Special Edition Aliens. It's like, why wasn't that kept in the movie? That was really cool, but once again, the computers were very, very old. That hasn't aged the best. Okay, there's got to be something in here that I'm missing, but what am I missing? I've grinded all over the wall. How do you turn the power on? See, it's like it should just be a switch that you press and the power comes on. It's just like this is more of a I don't even say a puzzle-based game, but it's more of an exploration game than just a straight shooter. You know, because like there's a lot of dead space going on right here, which really does kind of take me out of the overall experience. It's like, after you search the same room for the 15th time, it's like, come on, give me a break already! Okay, fuck it. Yeah, I caught some of that flame war between Star Wars and Star Trek. I like both, but I like both for different reasons. I've got just as many Star Wars... I got just as many Star Trek ships as I do Star Wars. Although, what I do find amusing is it's now fashionable to like Deep Space Nine, whereas I liked Deep Space Nine, you know, before it was cool. A lot of people like to say that TNG is great. I would actually dispute that TNG is not as great as people say it is. TNG is good, don't get me wrong. Also, you gotta love that Duke apparently has a Duke Burger franchise in space! Which is fitting, but, you know... TNG's pretty good. Deep Space Nine is better, has better plots, better characters, And, you know, Patrick Stewart is great, but you can't base the greatness of an entire show on just the one actor. And when it comes to Star Wars, you know, yeah, the prequel trilogy sucked, but, you know, Episode 4 changed the face of sci-fi forever. Forever! Sci-fi was not the same after Episode 4 came out. You know, Episode 4 took what was pretty much a campy genre, even though Star Trek really kind of got the ball rolling on that. And finally got a shoddy. Even though Star Trek had already started to take away some of the campiness. But ultimately, you know, Episode 4 really did make it to where sci-fi could be taken seriously by the masses. Prior to that, it's like, oh, Star Trek, you know, that's a nerdy show. When in fact, you know, Star Trek was considered that nerdy show. Star Wars really made science fiction much more mainstream than it had been. Yeah. And TOS is actually a lot better than people give it credit for, but ultimately, Star Wars had the games, the books, and the 3 movies. Star Trek had the multitude of TV series, and to me, when I think Star Trek, I think the TV show. When I think Star Wars, I think the movies, games, and books. That's not because I'm fanboying, it's just when I compare the quality, you know, it's just Star Wars is better in that regard. Aha! So we got an access card. Save. Honestly, when it comes to Klingons, though, I go Mandos all the time. Klingons with lightsabers. Well, it's implied in KOTOR 1 that non-Jedi can't use lightsabers because the blade is weightless and you have to have some sort of ability with the Force to control it. It was an interesting explanation. But then the question is, like, why was Boba Fett able to wield one against Vader? So, yeah, that didn't really work.
Where is it?
But then again, that was also in an Infinities comic, so I don't guess it counts. But then you can say, like, well, then how could Han have wielded one in Episode 5? Well, actually, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Because he's Han and he's fucking awesome. And smacky smack. Let's see. Boba Fett, you know, Boba Fett's one of those characters. I don't dispute him being a fairly cool character until Republic Commando, because it's like a whole squad of Boba Fett's, but they're actually likable characters. Boba Fett, you know, in the EU is not a good guy. He's not a nice guy. He's not a friendly person, and ultimately, everybody knows it. It's like he's not somebody who could be your friend. Although what's funny about Boba Fett is he's had so many different types of characterization, but still though he's not a very friendly person. You know, you wouldn't want to know him in real life, because he'd just as soon as disintegrate you as talk to you. Whereas the clone troopers actually were, you know, on the whole, pretty nice guys. Fucking face hugger. Scorpion launcher. Okay, what sprite is this from? Because it looked like that was a Shadow Warrior sprite, but it's not. It just fires the nukes. That was a cool weapon in Shadow Warrior. A fucking nuke. The missile launcher could fire off a nuke. Duke or Doom Guy go. Doom Guy. Although he lacks the character. You know, that was actually Jango he killed, but if anyone was gonna kill Jango Fett, it might as well be Mace Windu, because Samuel L. Jackson, man. I actually have an action figure of okay, I don't want to waste that. Of Jango Fett with his head, with removable head. Like literally, the head can be removed. It's just held on by a magnet, which is probably one of the most creepy of all the Clone Wars action figures. But yeah, Boba Fett just, I didn't like him that much. When he finally got his own book, even Karen Travis didn't try to make him seem like a great guy. Even though somehow he became Mandalore. Yeah, like one of the worst politicians ever. Oh yes, I know where that's gonna go in the chat, but whatever, I don't care. There were politicians before the current one, you realize? Actually, it's kind of funny when you think about it. Now that I think about it, in Bloodlines, Boba Fett kind of does just that, though. Mandalore first. They're gonna call all the sons and daughters of Mandalore from across the galaxy to, make Mandalore great again. That is kind of what happens in the book. They start manufacturing more Mandalorian starfighters and all kinds of stuff, so, well. And, oh yeah, oh crap, I just realized something. Okay, I just realized something. Alright. Technically, Boba Fett in Bloodlines is kind of like Space Trump. Because he does... Okay, rhetoric versus reality, you know. In Bloodlines, Boba Fett does want to call home all the Mandalorians to Mandalore, that's the name of the planet. He wants to restart Mandalorian industry. Goddamn chair, I gotta fix that thing after this stream. Wants to start up better Mandalorian industry with Mandal motors. And Boba Fett, by the time Bloodlines take place, he's in his 70s. Although the whole plot of that book is him trying to cure his space cancer. Spoiler alert for a series that is now over a decade old. He does. But yeah, it's basically, it's fun. Like, a decade ago, I never would have thought of that, but the phased plasma launchers. Why do they look like the shotguns from Shadow Warrior? Why are they the shotguns from Shadow Warrior? But still, though, it's basically Trump. Because he's just, holy crap! That escalated quickly. That escalated pretty quickly. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what kind of insurance the Mandalorians have, or if they would even have it. Mandalore in the books is, or at least the Karen Travis books. Now, keep in mind, I'm a big fan of Karen Travis, and I like the Karen Travis Mandalorians. Was meant to be, it's meant to evoke, you know, sort of a small town America feel. So they probably wouldn't have it. It'd be like, well, the community would provide for the people who are sick. You know, that would be the idea. Except on like a planet-wide level. But then again, it could be said that with advances in technology, that basic healthcare like we would think of today would be like, you'd literally just put somebody in a science machine and it would do whatever needed to be done on the cheap. It'd only be like the really expensive Darth Vader stuff that would actually really cost a lot of money. So, it could be said about that. And Bacta isn't that cheap. But by that point, it wouldn't be that expensive. PUBG. You know, I've not played that, but I've seen a lot of people talk about how great it is. I don't know, it's a multiplayer game. I'm looking at getting that at some point soon. Holy crap, that's a lot of Xenomorph eggs. Just shoot them all! That was very satisfying. It'd be nice if there was a Mandalorian shooter, but that'll never happen. The closest thing we got to that was Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Now that's a game nobody talks about anymore because it was only on consoles for some reason. When Jedi Starfighter gets a port, it's like, why won't that get a port, you know? PUBG. Well, whatever. PUBG, Pugaba, whatever. Unreal 2004, that was a good one. I really enjoyed that. You know, I just don't know if I'd be willing to drop however much money Ghost Recon costs now, just for the one Predator mission. It's hard to say.
Christmas.
Hey, Christmas passed. I'm waiting for my birthday, okay? Yeah. Which is that? I actually have a perfect birthday. It's just like it's less than 2 months after Christmas, so it's like it's just absolutely perfect. And it was when I was a kid as well. February the 23rd. Ugh. How time flies, though. How time flies. At least I'm not 30 yet. Yet. So I don't even have to panic yet. Wildlands. Oh, Rogue Squadron for the N64? Yeah, that game is balls to the wall, man. It ain't easy. You know, it's the only Rogue Squadron game I've ever played. I owned one for the GameCube, but I never finished it. I just kind of lost interest. Yeah. PCs, man. They are most annoying. I do feel like the Predator thing's got to be kind of a cash-in, though. But, oh well. At least it exists. I mean, I'd still like to have a nice standalone Predator game, though. I know there's supposed to be some kind of mod that was never finished for Crysis, which is now over 10 years old now. God damn. Whoever made these levels really was acting like an overachiever. Because look at this. Look at the size of this. I don't even have a clue where to go. That's why I like objective markers. Sometimes it just makes things a little less tedious. At least for me. Okay, I got 2 of the goddamn cards. I almost called them credit cards. Yeah, I can actually just pay to win, man. Pay to win. What is this, Battlefront 2? The bad one? Okay, maybe it's over here. Okay, this just goes back to Duke Burger, which we don't even really care about, so it's got to be in here that... This is where we want to be. Okay, let's... Wait, hold on. Oh, what is this? Can I open this? Okay. More goddamn face huggers. Guess I got some 9s. Thankfully, 9s are cheap. And thankfully, 44 mags are cheap again, too. Got a couple for 25 bucks a box, which that doesn't sound cheap, right? A box of 50 for 25 bucks, but you know, when most of those are going to be 30 and up. Yeah. Okay, what did that do? Yeah. Maybe it unlocked it down here? Yeah. Okay, maybe not. I call that unlocked something, but it doesn't bother to tell me what or where. Okay, that just goes back to that main route. And I bet this does the same thing, and it does. But maybe that opened up something in here. Or out here, I should say. Oh, that unlocks that. I see. I guess we can. Well, maybe they'll eventually do that at some point. And yeah, I know that the Battlefront 2, the real version, still exists. Or still is played. Although I've not played it in many years. Shadows of the Empire, I've not played it on PC, but I have played it on the N64. Bought it back when it was new. Okay, that opened up something. But what did it open up? Okay, so there's gotta be yet another thing that I'm missing. For there is always something that I'm missing. Yeah. At least the doors stay open. That makes it a lot easier to know where you've been. Okay, is there anything in here? No. Nothing in here. Nothing over there. Nothing anywhere! Fulton punching somebody. Drop one face hugger. Yeah, those face huggers are pretty scary. How can it be Alien 3? How, I ask, can anyone like Alien 3? I've always... How? How? It's just so boring. It's just so... The color palette, man. That brown color palette. It just sucks all the life out of me. It does. Yeah. To the point where it's just like, why am I forcing myself to sit through this film? You know, I've never liked it. I've watched both versions, the theatrical and the special edition, and neither one did I like at all. All right, I am confused again as to where to go. Yeah, if I blow open the window, I can just fly out into space.
Where is it?
You know, Duke, I would love to know where it is, but it's nowhere. Okay, maybe there's nothing in here. There's always that potentiality. Okay, screw it. Let's go try to find our way back out to the main area. Maybe there'll be someplace to go there. Maybe. What the hell? Holy crap, they're attacking me! Okay. Why did Doom Guy try to kill me? What do you think that Duke Nukem Forever was that big of a threat? I'm just saying, you know, Doom 2016 was a lot more successful. I shot body armor out of him. Really? That's all you got? You can't even... You got... When you say halt, you gotta mean it. Halt! Halt! See, like that. Not just halt. It's a lazy Doom Guy. Got the... I don't have the fucking blue key card. I don't even have a clue where that is. PS1. I'm trying to see. I didn't even like the dog alien. That's one of those movies where it just was not even... Halt! 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 Alright, so where's the goddamn blue key card? I can't even cheat it in because it won't accept my key card or keyboard commands. Oh god, it could literally be anywhere. Literally anywhere in here. And I haven't seen any. I've not seen hide nor hair of a single blue key card. Maybe it's back here. Third room, maybe. Yeah, those Stormcloak guards really aren't all that good. I'll tell you that. Maybe it's over here. This is where the Doom guys seem to be coming from. Holy crap! I'm still alive. Well, that's overkill for you. Maximum overkill. Or is it Russian overkill? I forget.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Central Command. The Cardassian Central Command does not decree anything anymore. Alien Isolation, not bad. Oblivion is pretty good. It's one of those games that has definitely aged gracefully, in my opinion. I just like I think the repair mechanic really does make the armor that much more personal, since you have to keep it up yourself instead of it just never degrading at all. Let's see. Watch out in the open. So it's out here with the Doom guys? Because I'm not seeing it. Or is it back in that room? Unpredictable alien mod. You know, I've heard of that one, but I haven't tried it. Okay, so that doesn't open. I know that doesn't open. Okay, so it's probably not in here. Once again, we're playing a very, very short marine, or these are really, really giant doors. Okay, and I do not have a health kit anywhere to be found. Floppy disks. I actually recently purchased a floppy reader myself. Although I've not had a chance to use it. I was gonna take that picture, take a a floppy disk camera that I also purchased on a vacation, but I wasn't able to do so. Because such is life. Okay, it can literally be anywhere. Literally anywhere, and I have no clue where the anywhere would be. And this chair is annoying me. Let's see. I'm going to look for a grand total of 5 more seconds, then I will call it a stream! Wait a minute. I bet I know where that blue key card has to be. It's going to be in a room with one of those, cabinets, isn't it?
Oh, yeah!
That's not what I was looking for, but that does help. So now I just get to search through every room for a cabinet that may or may not have a key card in it. What is this, Hexen? Actually, it's the exact vibes I'm getting off of this game. Because this is exactly like with Hexen, where you gotta search every goddamn room for every goddamn pixel. You gotta figure out where something is. Is that not gonna go in here? Wow, I'm an idiot. Fucking asshole. There we go. And there's not one in here, and if there wasn't here, I just blew it up. Okay, nothing there. I guess I didn't even open these. Wow. Ah! Blue key? No! Instead, it's just a spacesuit. Wow, that's kind of useless because I can't even use one in this game. I should probably just use the 9mm on this. Probably. Okay, nothing. Alright, I feel myself getting impatient. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream right here. Because I can't find that bloody thing. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular live stream. This is a very good Duke Nukem 3D mod. The level design's a little convoluted. And I feel like there's just a few too many places to get lost in. The key hunts can get very tedious. So ultimately, that's these are minor problems. If I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't really care. And I definitely think I'm going to come back and just play this on my own time. So in any event, this is GeneralLotz wishing you good Duke Nukem and good 3D, whatever makes you happy.